This is a 22 News Storm Team Weather Alert.
And time now is 12:33. Taking a look at our live camera network, you can see Springfield, a little sun trying to come out over the Connecticut River there. Besides that, everyone's kind of stuck in the clouds. We will be staying dry for much of the afternoon, but we got some, again, freezing rain coming in for tonight. Winter weather advisories up for everyone from 7 o'clock this evening until 10 a.m. on Wednesday, and most of any precipitation will fall once the sun starts to go down. Got a breeze coming in right out of the east for now. Nice and light, though. Pretty much calm for everyone. So some good news is no wind out there for today, but temperature right around 30 in Springfield, 30 there in Northampton, also in Orange, 28 still a chilly spot there in Westfield. Heading throughout the rest of the afternoon into the evening, if you're heading out the door, temperatures are going to top out right around the mid-30s and then will fall gradually throughout the day here, eventually into the 30s and even upper 20s by later tonight. So it's definitely going to be cold enough to support some of that frozen precipitation. There could even be a little bit of some snow mixed in at some spots, but the bigger concern will be that freezing rain. So a light icing expected. That is for this evening and tonight. But even though it's a light icing, it doesn't take much for, the roads, the sidewalks, even your driveway to get quite slippery when we're talking about freezing rain. Gradual warming, though, will start tomorrow going down towards the weekend. By Friday and Saturday, we could be in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. But with it would come some rain. And then going into the weekend, brighter and drier for the day on Sunday. I think overall Sunday will be the pick of the weekend coming up. So you can see out there for right now, a lot of us are dry, but ESP Live Doppler radar is picking up on a few flurries in our area. Taking a wider view on clouds radar, I see there's a little moisture off to our west. But here's some of that freezing rain. You can see some of those pinks starting to show up, mixed with some plain rain off to our west in New York and Pennsylvania. So that'll be our weather as we go towards the evening. 12 o'clock here towards 3 p.m. You can see a mostly cloudy sky but dry. Heading towards around 6 o'clock. Notice at first there could be a little bit of some snow that comes in, but then it's really just about the freezing rain. 8 o'clock here, you can see scattered colors of pink here. That pink is that freezing rain. 9 o'clock here, on and off freezing rain in the valley. And you can see this kind of continues very spotty throughout the night. I think it becomes a little bit more widespread and consistent after midnight. This is 2 a.m. Up and down the valley. You can see freezing rain falling for everyone. And that continues on and off into early tomorrow morning. This is 8 a.m. on Wednesday. You can see a mix of almost everything. A little snow, some freezing rain, plain rain up and down the valley. So be prepared for, if you're heading out tonight, for it to be quite slippery, and if you're up tomorrow morning early for the morning commute, it could be a little slippery as well. A light icing overall, around 1/10 of an inch is possible for a lot of us, but there could be a little bit more, near 1/4 of an inch, maybe in the highest of the hills towns. But I would lean more towards the lower end of that range, closer to around 1/10 of an inch. But this is what the National Weather Service has for all of Western Massachusetts for tonight. So 32 to 36, mostly cloudy. Again, that icing will start to develop with some freezing rain, a little bit of light snow around and after the sun goes down, so 5, 6 p.m. Heading through tonight, we'll see on and off rain, freezing rain, maybe even some snowflakes mixing in. Temperatures in the 20s and low 30s. But again, it's really about that freezing rain, and you don't need a lot of it, again, to make for some pretty slippery travel and road conditions. The rest of the Twin Thunders Storm Team 7-day forecast here. We got some ice and some flurries possible early tomorrow morning, but I think it's out of here by around 9 o'clock. Much of the day Wednesday is fine. Good amount of sun on Thursday, temperatures in the 40s. Rain for Friday and Saturday, and temperatures in the upper 40s to near 50 there. But then we cool right back down to the 30s heading towards next week. Overnight low temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Watching our latest forecast, you could do so by getting the free Twin Thunders mobile app.